Hi, this is Teague from Flybycopters, and in this video I'm going to give you an overview of how to connect your drone to your laptop ground station. So first thing, open up Mission Planner and you'll be on the flight data screen, and what you're going to want to do is plug in your telemetry radio excuse me, and if it's your first time plugging it in, make sure you have Mission Planner installed already, and once you plug it in, your computer should automatically detect it and install the drivers. Okay, what you want to do is go up to the top right corner and you'll see a couple drop down boxes, and you're going to select the COM port that shows up when you plug in the telemetry radio. So mine shows up as COM4, and then the next drop down is the baud rate, and we're going to set it to 57,600, and we could hit connect. One way of knowing, make sure that the light, it's either green or blue, is steady. That means it has linked to the drone. It's showing right now, it's getting the parameters from the drone, and we're connected. Let me just zoom out. Right here it shows you your location, shows you which way your drone's facing. And over here you have a whole bunch of different parameters: your compass, your battery voltage, your GPS, your flight mode, and it's basically your horizon. Down here has all your flight data: altitude, ground speed, distance to waypoint, your yaw degree or your compass direction, vertical speed, and distance to MAV. On this screen, it just gives you your flight data. If you want to plan a mission, you go to Flight Plan, and this is where you plan it right here. Create all your waypoints. And that's, for the most part, basically the two tabs you'll be working in. Everything else comes already set up, so you don't have to do initial setup. The only thing you might want to change, if you go to config/student, you go to flight modes, you can change the orientation of your flight modes. We pre-program them based upon your application, but if you find that different flight modes or different combinations, if you want to put them in different switch combinations, you could do it right here. Switch them and you hit save, and the only other thing you could I recommend switching. If you want, you can do the return to launch altitude. In the instructions provided, we tell you what we have it set at, but if you think it's too high or too low, you could always change it. It's this bottom box right here. Usually we set it between 15 and 30 meters, depending on your application. So you can change it there. You could also actually enable geofence, but it's good, but it's also, you definitely need GPS lock in order to arm if you have geofence enabled. Basically, the geofence feature just creates a virtual fence, so if your drone breaches that fence, it's going to return to launch, kind of like a failsafe. So if it goes outside of the settings that you set, the fence radius and altitude, it will return to launch. All these other standard and extended tuning, basic tuning, don't have to change any of those settings unless you know what you're doing. I recommend don't touch anything on these screens unless you know what you're doing, because this directly affects how your drone flies. I do recommend getting yourself familiar with the parameters. There are a lot. Learn what they do and what each one means. These are all the parameters. As you can see, there's a bunch of them. Other than that, it's let me just get rid of this dialog box. Alright, that's basically how to connect your drone to a laptop ground station via the telemetry radio. This is the 915. Depending on which country you're in, you might get the 433 megahertz instead of the 915 megahertz. Alright, thank you, and visit flybycopters.com.